Call of Duty Black Ops Cold Wars on the horizon, and today in this video I'm going to go over 10 things about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold Wars multiplayer we hope they change before release. Welcome back to COD Trendy, let's get into the video. Number 10, mounting. The game is running on a different engine, so some simple mechanics are going to be absent from the experience. More notable, mounting is currently impossible. The advantage it gives to accuracy is evened out by how easy it is to fall victim to a well-planned flank. Maybe it's too difficult to implement in such a short time on the new engine, but its return would be greatly appreciated by many.
Gun on a mantled ledge. That's a pretty big difference. Now, it's fairly obvious that mounting is useful, but don't get me wrong, it isn't.
Number 9, skill-based matchmaking. One major point of contention among the community is the skill-based matchmaking. Some appreciate how it ensures new players are not immediately dominated, while others detest constantly being thrown into matches with either equally or higher skilled players. Some argue an element of randomness is healthy in any online multiplayer community. Whether somebody has an issue with it or not, there is surely a way to tweak it and make everybody satisfied with the results.
Kills, wins, etc. that you get while having your account on appear offline will not be added to your combat record. You could use that to reverse boost or whatnot. I don't recommend that.
Number 8, map voting. Map voting makes a return in this entry, but it is not necessarily a good thing. Voting for maps means certain favorite areas will see significantly heavier rotation than others. It will also mean newer maps receiving less attention when players will generally opt for their old favorites where they already feel comfortable. Maybe a better solution would be copying Modern Warfare, where certain maps go out a dedicated playlist.
They could make and not hurt the game in any way. What I'm talking about is map voting. Now for some reason, I don't know why they didn't put it in this game. Maybe they put it out early, they didn't have enough.
Number 7, sniper rifle damage. One common complaint players had with the alpha was the overpowered sniper rifles. In open maps, especially like Satellite and Crossfire, players were constantly finding themselves picked off at lightning speed thanks to the almost guaranteed one-hit kill. Fortunately, the developer has already acknowledged the issue and has promised to fix it. If they do not, the Tundra and Pellington will be this game's version of the 7.25 shotgun from Modern Warfare.
Because the hipfire crosshairs don't immediately start to shrink on heavier weapons like LMGs and snipers. From there, we test every weapon individually with no attachments. We check each weapon a couple of times.
Number 6, faster movement. Overall, Black Ops Cold War plays a lot slower and heavier than its predecessor. This is not automatically a detriment, but movement speed could stand to be just the slightest bit faster. Some of the maps have particularly large open areas, and trekking these on foot feels like journeying through the open plains of an MMO or Final Fantasy. Sprinting does not speed things up enough either.
My gun guys, for instance, I express movement speeds in percentages. Now, the reason for this is quite simply that's how the game was coded in the past, at least, so that's just kind of how it's always been. But it also kind of just makes...
Number 5, give vehicles less health. Combine's ARM is this game's answer to ground war. The maps are not quite as large and the player count is not nearly as high, but it includes vehicles and recreates the large-scale chaos one comes to expect from other game modes with high player counts. However, tanks have just a little too much health to be fair. They are tanks, so they should be hard to take down, but when they are so easily accessible, it makes it too simple to become high and vulnerable.
It's so good. It's so good. I have to take the...
Number 4, time to throw grenades. Going hand in hand with the slower pace of the gameplay, grenades also take a notably longer time to throw than in prior games. The animation is significant and not a simple lob. Considering they already take several seconds to detonate, the extra animation time seems extremely unnecessary and makes the weapon a lot less useful. Speed up the amount of time needed to throw to something players are already used to.
Where you want to throw it, here 1 sec. Okay, so I come from my spawn, get in your spot where you want to throw it, you click it,
Number 3, casual playlist. Perhaps a reasonable answer to the gripes against skill-based matchmaking would be utilizing casual playlists for those who are not interested in playing ranked matches. This used to be the norm for many shooters, but went away within the last several years. Perhaps games do not want to split up their player base, but it may be wise to bring it back if so many are having issues with a certain feature. Number 2, doors. Curiously, doors are completely absent from the maps featured in the alpha. They play a significant role in Modern Warfare's multiplayer and are prominent in Warzone, so their exclusion is quite a mystery. Maybe they'll still make an appearance in the full game, but it is doubtful. Those who got used to planting claymores and camping behind doors better hope they come back or start coming up with new strategies.
Open doors quietly and move through them very, very quietly as well. So I've come onto a multiplayer map with just me, just so I can show you. So normally when you come up to a door, you know,
Number 1, proximity mine detonation times. Proximity mines are a particularly useful field upgrade, especially when one does not have a claymore in their inventory. However, as of now, they take just a tad too long to detonate. It is understandable for them to take longer to explode than a claymore, but most players run full speed past them without dying or taking too much damage. Speed this up to make them slightly deadlier and everyone will be happy, except the poor soul who ran over the mine. They won't be as happy for obvious reasons. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure that you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye and take care, my friends.